Hello, everybody. I'm Deb Coviello, and welcome to another week of Deb Coviello-Live Talk Media, where week after week I show up and share my insights for the C-suite leaders so you can navigate challenges with confidence. And again, primarily, I love talking to everybody, as you know, but this week it's really focused on those C-suite leaders, whether you're a CEO, COO, Vice President of Operations, Quality. My message is for you when I show up here each week because I don't want you to struggle. I want to be there for you, whether it's through these insights or actually working with you through some type of business or opportunity or challenge. But before I get into this, I just want to bring you up to date. A lot of things have been happening in my life. I always like to take this opportunity to share with you what is going on. And so, for those of you who know that I've written The CEO's Compass, your guide to get back on track, oh my, I am 2/3 of the way, finally recording the audiobook. And oh my, narration is so interesting as compared to just reading something. But I just want to let you know before the end of the year, the audiobook will be available. More to come. I'll be sharing that on my social media channels. But another thing, again, I want to reach you. I want to be able to reach your colleagues, your friends, more individuals. And so I just wanted to also let you know, if you follow the podcast, I do a lot of that just via Zoom. And a lot of my people that I'm talking to are just so far removed. I mean, that's the beauty of technology, being able to interview anybody wherever they are at in the world. But I said, I really like to meet people face to face and have that face to face energy and conversation. So stay tuned, more to come. The Drop In CEO podcast will be going on the road. We will be interviewing people face to face so you can experience that experience. And then the conversations are just going to be even more amazing. And finally, oh my, so many of you have said yes to coming on to the podcast. I have reached out to C-suite leaders, CEOs of some really amazing companies, and you've done some amazing stuff. Oh my, the podcast pipeline is really filling up. We are now going to start releasing 2 episodes per week. So strap in. There's going to be so much great information getting out to you. So that's it on my side that I wanted to share with you this week, but let's talk a little bit about politics. And I never talk about topics that might be a little risque for me. I may not be well versed, well positioned to bring on some things that are controversial. But mind you, politics, let's talk. For me, I love reading things, social media content, and I will just tell you that right now, because of the political landscape, and again, we should be involved citizens into what is happening with our countries and politics, but I'll tell you the constant stream of information, I don't know who to trust. I am quite frankly agitated by everything you hear. You just don't know what is true. And in these times when you have information overload and there's just a sense of urgency to do something, but you actually feel helpless. I feel helpless given the circumstances. Can I really make a difference in this political landscape? And the challenge is, what can I control amidst the chaos? And I've talked to my husband about this, Dan. You'll get to hear more about Dan. I better bring him on to the show at some point. But I have 2 schools of thought. I asked him, I said, should I just crawl under a rock and not listen to all of that data? Or perhaps maybe I should just be informed and use my values and decision logic to simply control what I can control. Well, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I do think that there is some sound advice in that. Think about what is in your ecosystem, what you can control, and that's going to ultimately give you peace of mind. Now, I'm talking to you, the C-suite leader. Why is this important? The reason why I'm saying this is important to you, my little political story here, was that it's easy to become lost when there is just too much coming at you. And when things are calm, I know you always have the answers. You have that experience. And when the unexpected happens, you also have a toolbox for these experiences to help you through the chaos. But there may come a time when too many things come at you at once and you work really, really hard, but even you are not infallible. and you will collapse due to the overload that you're experiencing. Now, I know you work hard, you're a high achiever, you're a high performer, you're going to work harder, etc. But I don't want that for you. That's not sustainable, and that's not the right operating system. So there is a solution. And this is simple, but sometimes just hearing it from somebody else might actually sink in. First things first, breathe. I know I haven't been breathing that much because I'm trying to get my message out to you, but I do ask you to breathe. Just breathe. I'm not talking yoga or anything like that or meditation. Just breathe. It simply means I want you to pause and reflect, walk away, then come back. Get your composure. Put your mask on first. You hear about people in airplane situations. Take care of yourself first before you can take care of others. And I just really want to reinforce, you need to pause and reflect. You hear me say that all the time, but I really, really, really want you to ask yourself, if you ever taken the time when you have all this chaos, do you know how to compose yourself? Walk away, breathe, pause, get clear before you move forward. So step 2, obviously you're resourceful. Gather your resources, rally the troops. You do this very well. Don't do this alone. Engage, also consider a trusted partner, somebody that you can trust to talk through these things, and bring them in to talk through your approaches and possible solutions. Again, 2, 3 heads are so much better than one. And as you hear my voice, my calm voice, a lot of people tell me my voice is very soothing. Just remember the essence of my voice and how that may or may not calm you. I'm hoping that it does calm you. But move methodically and with calm urgency. Once you've gathered yourself, you've taken care of yourself first, you have a trusted partner or partners that are helping you through your approach and methodology. I want you to move methodically and with calm urgency. Be the others that others need you to be. Don't default to being the firefighter, which is the mode of operation for a lot of leaders. Your team depends on you to be that steady voice during challenging times. And a lot of people have said that's what I bring to the table. Excuse that frog, because sometimes my voice is simply onto itself calming while we seek the truth and get clear about the problem that we want to solve. So I'll tell you just briefly about a client that I'm working with, and I love them. I so want to help them. I know that they're under tremendous pressure to assure the quality and service of what they're delivering remains the same and consistent that their customers can depend on. And while leading, they are doing it with compassion and with the right value system and partners with the team on the solutions. They've also brought me in as another sounding board to help guide them through these difficult times. They leverage all the solutions and resources towards a conclusion within a prescribed timeline. Again, that's what they do best. But there's no craziness, and they're not sending their team into a flurry of activity that ultimately is inefficient and detracts from what you're trying to calmly do and navigate the ship during a time of chaos, but being the leader that others need you to be. It is the calm amidst chaos that cuts through the noise. And you've heard me say that. But you as a leader, if you remain calm, don't be that firefighter. Maybe the firefighter's in here, but what comes out here has to be calm, cool, and collect. So let's bring it home towards you. I know some of you are in a place but don't know who to trust. I've asked this of some people. Why do you think C-suite leaders don't act? They don't have the courage to ask for help. And some people may have said that they don't know who to trust, or there is a sense of pride. Just knowing you've been able to get through this before, and this time I can do it again. But maybe this is the one time that the best thing that you can do is reach out for help. You don't have the playbook, so you need somebody to work with you to evolve that playbook that has worked so well for you. And I also say to you, don't wait too long or it will get worse and more expensive. Now, I'm not being a Debbie Downer. I'm just speaking the truth and what I have seen. Or you postpone the inevitable. And once you know you need to do something, again, don't wait too long to pull the trigger, or it will be more expensive, more time consuming. And by the way, there's collateral damage along the way. You may have lost the trust of your customers who may work with you now, but may not trust you for the long haul. And the people that you care so much about, they may have had enough. And they have taken control of their situation and choose to move in another direction. So they self select and move on. So it is important to think about these things. We as leaders have to have that self awareness to be able to say, I need to do something different, whether it's on my own, on my team, or maybe the drop in CEO. And that's my insight for you. I've been trying to educate you, I've been trying to reach out to you. And I may not be for you, I may not be for everybody. But oh my, I have interviewed so many people from different industries with different approaches, with different persona. If not me, I am happy to share my network with you. And so that's my message for you. Again, I going back into my politics. I'll probably watch some more social media, get a little bit more crazy today. But at the end of the day, I focus on my sleep. I focus on my family. I focus on building my base, my business. Those are constants because I know I can somewhat control that. Yeah, the political landscape is a little bit crazy. I can't control that. I can only default to my values and good decision logic. And that's my message for you. I trust you. You have good decision logic. You have good values. Bring that forward into your business situation. And alone, with resources, or maybe myself, I can help you through. So if you need to get a hold of me, reach out to me on my website, dropinceo.com. There's a contact page. It's me there answering all of that. Or I am on LinkedIn, Drop-In CEO, Deb Coviello. Reach out to me, direct message me. I will answer your inquiries. Let's have a quick chat so that I can help ensure that you and your team remain successful. So I want to thank you for joining another episode of Deb Coviello Live Talk Media. I want to wish you well and much success. And until we meet again, you take care now. Bye.